All right, let's look at question C. It says, with the remaining 3/4 gallon of honey, Lila decided to bake some loads of bread and several batches of cookies for her school bake sale. The bread needed 1/6 gallon of honey, and the cookies needed a 1/4 gallon. How much honey was left over? Support your answer using a diagram, numbers, and words. So what do we know? Well, we know that this is all the honey she's got left. She's got 3/4 gallon. So that's what we're starting with. And then we know she's using this much for all the bread. She's using it. She's putting it in the bread, so she's not going to have it anymore. Think to yourself, what kind of math would best represent that change? Okay, and then all the cookies she makes takes a 1/4 gallon of honey. Again, she's putting it in the cookies. She's using it. She's not going to have it anymore. What math best describes that? So you're going to need to do that. Draw a diagram, use some numbers to show the math you do, and then explain with words why you made the choices you did. I'm going to look at a similar problem. I'm going to say, at least I hope we're going to look at a similar problem. There, it flashed. Mrs. Z has 2/3 cup coffee. If she spills 1/4 cup and drinks 1/3 cup, what's left? So much like we started with before, this is how much I have. I have that much left. And then if I'm spilling the cup, I'm not going to have it anymore. So I'm going to have to take that amount away. If I drink it, I'll have it in my belly, but it won't be in my cup anymore. So I will have to take away the amount that I drink as well. Okay. Well, I can start out with my whole, and all the coffee in my cup is 2/3. So I'm drawing a diagram, an area model, and I'm going to shade in 2 out of my 3 pieces. Okay. Well, I have to take away this third. Now this already has the same unit as this, so I can just cross out one of those pieces. Now I can't cross out a 1/4 yet because I don't have any pieces that are a 1/4. So I have to think, well, I could cut this into 4 pieces this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 4 strips. But I've already crossed out this whole chunk, so I can't cross out a 1/4. I kind of need to figure out, okay, a 1/4 is how many 12ths, because that's how many pieces I have over here, and that would be a common unit. So if I slice this into 4 pieces, I can say, okay, there's a 1/4, and then now I've got 12 pieces, and 3 of them are shaded. So 3/12 is the same as 1/4, and that makes sense because I tripled the number of pieces I have, and 4 times 3 is 12, and 1 times 3 is 3. So I need to cross out 3 of these 12 pieces. So 1, 2, 3. And what I've got left is this one piece here because I crossed out this already. I crossed out the third. The third is the same as 4/12. And my 2/3, once I split it into 12ths, well, that was the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 12ths. And so I start with 8 12ths, and I take away 3 12ths. That's 5 12ths. And I take away another 4 12ths. That's 1 12th, and that makes sense. I would have 1/12 of a cup of coffee left. Okay, so what would my explanation sound like? I might say, well, I started with 2/3 because that was all the coffee I had. Since I was spilling it and drinking it, I knew I had to take away 1/4 and 1/3. I couldn't take them away without a common unit or a common denominator, so I decided to turn my denominators all into 12 because I could turn thirds and fourths all into 12ths. So I changed 2/3 into 8 12ths, I turned 1/4 into 3 12ths, and I turned 1/3 into 4 12ths, and then I started with 8 12ths and subtracted. I had 1/12 left. If you think about the words I just said, those would be the words I would write down to explain the math choices that I made in this problem, why I made them, and what math went into finding my answer. Good luck.